I am going to Harley hell for this. So, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, if we can recall back a few months ago, I did a video on this very motorcycle behind me. This is Mrs. Burning Gas Hauling Ass's Indian Chief Dark Horse Bobber 2022 model. Now, anyone who doesn't know me knows I'm a Harley man through and through, okay? This bike, I took it out and I told you to buy it, and I still stand by it. And this bike now has been torn, okay? So I'll get it in shot a bit more. I'm after a new bike myself. Alright, I've looked at the Lowrider S, I've looked at the Lowrider ST, I've looked at the Street Glide ST, and all I can now think about is when I'm riding, I've test rode these bikes. I test rode one of them here in the UK, and I test another couple when I was over in the US. But every time now that I get on this bike, or on these bikes, all I can think about is the handling on this thing. Oh, right, this thing here. It's not a problem, but I am going to Harley hell. Right? As you can see, I wear my Harley baseball cap because I'm covering up my lack of hair. But I'm route riding Sarah's Indian bike, and the reason I enjoy riding it so much is because of how it handles. Okay, it's a great bike. It's just one of those bikes, as I said in my last video, that wants to invite you in to ride. It wants to bring you into a corner, enjoy the corners. It wants you to open up the throttle. It wants you to do all these things, the brakes, suspension, all around. It is a great package, and I'm not surprised at how popular this bike is. Okay, so everybody who is looking to buy one, as I said before, just go and buy it. Okay, but I'm telling you now, all right, that I am going to Harley hell for this. Okay, because I'm torn. I want a new bike. I don't know what bike to buy. My wife has one of these, and every time I open the garage door, I go, I like that. It's pretty fun. All right. So as far as I am now in the midst of, I'm going to Harley Hell because I'm so confused on the bike that I want to buy. Okay. I want to buy the new Night Rod, not new Night Rod. I have a Night Rod, right? I want to buy a new bike. I'm in the market for a new motorcycle, and as I say, every time I test ride them, I keep comparing it to this. All right, but I can't do that, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the point of this video was to answer a couple of questions from people who had watched my last video and just wanted to tell me what is about the bike, any more about the bike that they want to know. All right, it's done its 1,000 mile service now. Well, its first break-in service, shall we say? That cost £200, £200 to anybody. Um, not bad at all. 5.5 litres oil that damn thing takes. 5.5 litres. So great bike, as I say. It's done its service now. We've put it in the sports mode. I've took it a little bit through its paces again. The initial service is around about 500-600 miles. So I took this thing. I've been taking this thing out now. That's just hit over 1,000. So I've put another 500 miles on it between Sarah and I. I've get it opened it up just to see what it's like on more of the corners, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a great bike. The tyres are more scrubbed in, so it's really good. Running cost wise, price of fuel's going up now, guys. You know what I mean? In the UK right now, we're looking at £1.92 a gallon, a litre, sorry. So when I'm filling this bike up, it's costing me around about £30. It's painful. It really is painful. But it's just miles per miles, guys. We all ride bikes. Everybody who watches this channel is a biker or getting into bikes. So putting a cost on the fuel, I don't really look at it. I mean, everybody's different. It is a big factor, but at the same time, when I do take these things out for a run, I put it in because I come home and I feel refreshed and energised and I'm ready to go. So that's that. So about £30 to fill the thing. couple £100 to do the first service. It was 200. It was £220. 5.5 litres oil, and the rest of the labour. We've had a good check over, and the bike's fantastic to ride. One gripe, I'll point this at the camera. One gripe, all right. I've put some more miles in this damn thing, and I'm not kidding. My ass hurts. Genuinely, when you sit in this thing, right, it's like it must have like an inbuilt. When you get to 50 miles, you're going to start feeling that in your coccyx. Ow, right? That's all I'm going to say. So, Saddleman do a solo seat, so I'm going to do a solo seat. I'm going to buy a solo seat for it, for not just for me. Sarah has said the same thing when she's been out and done maybe like a 100-mile run. She said the same thing. She's starting to get like a bit of pain in the lower back. So I've said, well, it's worth it then. I'll buy the seat, and in that way, both of us can enjoy riding the bike. But I dare say, whatever I decide to buy for myself, I won't be riding that as much. But from somebody who rides a Street Glide Special, um, like 99.99 times at the term, and then the other soft tail that we have between the two of us, getting on this bike is so refreshing. It's it's probably why it's opened me up to the lowrider, like lowrider S, lowrider ST. It's just that nice bobber. It's something you can throw around on in the back roads and the streets and stuff like that, and I'm quite happy. So as I say, it makes me smile when I ride it, and it makes a lot of people engage, and a lot of people get a lot of like people asking questions about it, what it's like to ride. Well, it's as it said, it is pretty quiet. I mean, the standard. We haven't put exhaust on this at all. Sarah doesn't want to do that, and I can understand that. You know what I mean? It's just nice to ride a nice standard rolling bike. It's got enough power for the two of us to enjoy, throw around the corners, take it out for a run once or like a couple of times a week, like out for a ride to deer, and they're very well sought after. So people are always asking questions about it. Are you selling it? You're interested in selling it? I haven't even had it. Sarah hasn't even had this thing, I'm going to say even 9 months. And we still managed to get the miles on it during the winter time, which isn't too bad. We had a bit of a milder winter this year, so it wasn't too bad. Still a bit of salt on the road, but we used a product called Scott Eller F365. Kind of helped us with the road grime and road salt better. But anyway, guys, as I said, I'm not going to blabber on too much. I just wanted to let you know that I'm in the market for a new motorcycle. This thing's tearing me up. The way this thing handles is tearing me up because it's not allowing me to make like a firm decision on the Harley that I want, because we can't have two of these Indians in the garage. No chance. All right. So I think it's going to be the Lowrider S or the Lowrider ST, and if I decide to go down one of those routes, it'll be quite interesting because I think the bikes are quite similar in their dynamics. The suspension's different, obviously, I understand that, but it's more of the factor of how they're styled and designed to handle on the road, which is what I'm interested in. When I did test ride the Lowrider S, I did notice that the Lowrider S was really, really agile as well. It's a bit taller than this bike. It's got its the seat height's also a lot taller. The bars are a bit different, the more T-bar style, and so it kind of gave it a little bit of a difference in the handling, but it wasn't overly different, if that makes sense. Coming from somebody who's been riding bikes for 20 years, just over 20 years now, I can see I've seen the similarities in it, and I really enjoyed that, and it makes me think that I can jump between the two bikes without too much adaptation. So yeah, so looking forward to that. So anyway, guys, I still stand by my words. Buy this bike, but I will say, if you're a Harley man thinking about changing from Harley Davidson, definitely have a think about one of these. And if you are a Harley man and looking to have a second bike, think about having one of these. But if you're ever going to get another Harley, be prepared. There is danger afoot, because that is making your brain, well, makes me anyway think, wow, is this the bike? You keep comparing, and I don't like comparing but you can't help it when it comes to the Harleys, and especially when Indian release something as good as this. All right, so all I'm going to say is this bike. mm, okay, so anyway, guys, hope all is well. Take care on the roads out there. Take care of each other, and as always, keep following us.